Limited express trains in Japan are a type of express train service that stop at a limited number of stations, getting you to your destination faster. While most Shinkansen bullet trains run on dedicated railway lines, limited express trains often share the tracks with other train services, such as local trains. It is often possible to travel the same route on either a limited express train or a local train. Generally, local trains stop at all stations. Rapid trains are similar to local trains, but they skip some stations. Both local and rapid trains are usually used for traveling short distances within a city, and you only need to pay the base fare to ride either a local or rapid train. To travel to another city, you can ride either a limited express train or a super express train, otherwise known as a Shinkansen. Intercity limited express trains are basically one step down from Shinkansen bullet trains. If the route you want to travel is not covered by a Shinkansen, it might instead be covered by a limited express train. While the Shinkansen in Japan are all owned by companies within the JR group, the limited express trains in Japan are owned by a variety of different companies. Here are some examples of popular limited express trains that tourists are likely to ride in Japan. Riding the Romancecar, which is owned by Odakyu Railway, from Shinjuku Station in Tokyo to Hakone. Riding the Fuji Excursion, which is owned by Fuji-Q Railway, from Shinjuku Station in Tokyo to Kawaguchiko Station near Mount Fuji. Riding either the Spacia or Spacia X, which are owned by Tobu Railway, from Asakusa Station in Tokyo to Nikko. Riding the Hitachi, which is operated by JR East, from Tokyo to visit Hitachi Seaside Park. Riding the Hokuto, which is operated by JR Hokkaido, from Sapporo south to Hakodate. Typically, you can purchase limited express train tickets up to 1 month in advance of your train journey. There are some options to pre-order up to 90 days in advance, but you won't be able to collect your paper tickets or view your seat reservations until you are within 1 month of your travel date. It is also possible to purchase a limited express train ticket on the day of your journey. However, depending upon the popularity of the route and how busy of a season it is, there may not be any reserved seats remaining. For this reason, we recommend purchasing your seats at least a day in advance before your train travel. When purchasing a limited express train ticket, there is more than one fee that you will need to pay. At a minimum, you will pay the base fare plus limited express surcharge. The base fare is based upon the distance you will travel and allows you to travel from point A to point B. If you were to ride the same section on a local or rapid train, the base fare is all that you would pay. Paying the limited express surcharge is what allows you to ride on a limited express train. For trains that have both options, if you choose to reserve a seat, that costs a bit more than riding unreserved. But keep in mind, many limited express trains are reserved only. Depending upon how you purchase your ticket, you may purchase both the base fare and the limited express surcharge all at once. However, in some instances, you may purchase only the limited express surcharge on its own. There are multiple ways to pay the base fare for your train journey. You can use a paper ticket for the value of the base fare, tap in and out with your IC card, or use a train pass that only covers the base fare, such as the Hakone Free Pass. Typically in Japan, children's train tickets for ages 6 to 11 years old are half the price of adult train tickets. Children ages 5 and younger can ride for free with a paying adult, up to 2 kids per adult. If you have an additional kid, you'll need to pay for them. If you want your child to occupy their own reserved seat, then you need to buy them a ticket even if they're 5 years old or younger. If you are using a whole Japan Rail Pass, it covers both the base fare and the limited express surcharge, as well as any seat reservation fees. If you want to ride in a reserved limited express train, you just need to make seat reservations. Please keep in mind that not every limited express train in Japan is a JR-owned train. For example, the Fuji Excursion is owned and operated by Fuji-Q Railway and is not completely covered by the JR Pass. The methods for purchasing limited express train tickets are similar to that of purchasing Shinkansen tickets. You can purchase limited express tickets online or at train stations from a ticket counter or a ticketing machine. Major stations often have reserved seat ticketing machines selling both Shinkansen tickets and limited express train tickets. Sometimes you can even find a ticket vending machine for limited express trains located on the platform where the train will depart. For step-by-step instructions on how to purchase online, you can watch our separate videos explaining how to purchase Shinkansen tickets, as the process is the same. Once you have your tickets in hand, double check if you have purchased both the base fare and the limited express surcharge, or if you have purchased only the limited express surcharge. Let's take a look at some examples. The Romancecar Limited Express can take you from Shinjuku Station in Tokyo to Hakone-Yumoto Station in 80 minutes. This train only has reserved seating. The one-way fare is 2,470 yen. This is composed of a base fare that is 1,270 yen and a limited express surcharge of 1,200 yen. You can pay the base fare with either a regular paper ticket, an IC card, or a pass that covers the base fare, such as the Hakone Free Pass. Please watch our separate video for details all about the Hakone Free Pass. You can pay for the limited express surcharge online through the Odakyu e-Romancecar website, or you can pay the surcharge at Shinjuku Station at the Odakyu Sightseeing Service Center. This is the same office where you would pick up a Hakone Free Pass purchased online from Klook. The final way to pay for the Romancecar surcharge is through a ticket machine. The Fuji Excursion Limited Express train can take you from Shinjuku Station to Kawaguchiko Station in a little under 2 hours. This is a reserved-only train and seats tend to sell out in advance. We recommend booking as soon as possible, up to 1 month before your travel date. The one-way fare is 4,130 yen. This is comprised of a base fare of 2,510 yen and a limited express surcharge of 1,620 yen. You can buy Fuji Excursion tickets online from Klook or JR East's EkiNet website. If purchasing from Klook, the purchase price includes both the base fare and the limited express surcharge. When purchasing from EkiNet, the default is to purchase both the base fare and the limited express surcharge together. However, you can check a box to switch to purchasing just the limited express surcharge by itself. You can also purchase tickets at major JR East train stations, including Shinjuku Station, at the ticket counter or reserved seat ticketing machine. Tickets are also sold at Fuji-Q Railway ticket offices. The Spacia Kegon Limited Express train can take you from Tobu-Asakusa Station in Tokyo to Tobu-Nikko Station in 1 hour and 47 minutes. All seats are reserved. One-way fare is 3,043 yen. This is comprised of a base fare of 1,393 yen and a limited express surcharge of 1,650 yen for a standard seat. Cars 1 through 5 have regular standard seating in a 2x2 configuration, while car 6 is comprised of 6 compartment rooms that each seat 4 adults facing each other. The surcharge for a compartment is 3,770 yen. You can purchase just the Spacia Limited Express surcharge online from Tobu Railway. I will link to it below. If you purchase online from Klook, you are also purchasing only the Limited Express surcharge. You will need to pay for the base fare separately. Our family used our IC cards to cover the base fare, but alternatively, you could use the Nikko Pass, which covers just the base fare, and we purchased just the limited express surcharge from a machine at Tobu-Asakusa Station. Stay tuned for a separate video on the newer Spacia X train service to Nikko. Riding Spacia X is truly a luxury experience. The Hitachi Limited Express train can take you from Shinagawa Station to Katsuta Station in 1 hour and 25 minutes. Alternatively, you could board the train at either Tokyo Station or Ueno Station. From Katsuta Station, you can take a bus to the beautiful Hitachi Seaside Park. It is truly amazing to see, especially when the baby blue eyes are in full bloom in late April. The Hitachi Limited Express has non-reserved as well as reserved cars and green class reserved cars. The fare each way for ordinary reserved seat is 3,890 yen, composed of a base fare of 2,310 yen and a limited express reserved seat surcharge of 1,580 yen. You can purchase tickets online from the JR East EkiNet website. I purchased round-trip tickets for an ordinary reserved seat from a ticketing machine. English, reserved seat, for seat reservation on express trains, Limited Express for Mito and Katsuta, Shinagawa to Katsuta, tomorrow, 9 a.m., one adult, 9:45 Hitachi 7, ordinary car, select from seat map, 7D, confirm, select the correct section, purchase outbound ticket only or purchase return ticket also, select, purchase limited express ticket for left section, same date, departure 1600, Tokiwa 76. We'll pay by credit card. The machine issued 3 tickets per direction plus a receipt. For each direction, it provided the base fare ticket, the limited express reserved surcharge, and seat reservation. The Thunderbird Limited Express train can take you from Tsuruga Station, where the Hokuriku Shinkansen terminates, to Shin-Osaka Station in 1 hour and 19 minutes. The one-way fare is 4,700 yen, composed of a 2,310 yen base fare and an ordinary reserved seat limited express surcharge of 2,390 yen. You can purchase tickets online through the JR West website or in person at a JR ticket office or ticket machine. Alternatively, instead of buying tickets for the Thunderbird, you could purchase the Hokuriku Arch Pass, which includes both the Hokuriku Shinkansen and the Thunderbird Limited Express. You just need to make seat reservations if you're using the pass. If you're uncertain exactly which of your tickets to insert into the automatic ticket gate, you can ask the train station staff. They're very helpful. For riding limited express trains, you will always insert at least the base fare ticket into the automatic ticket gate. There are some instances when you will also insert the limited express surcharge along with the base fare. If you were issued separate seat reservation information, you do not need to insert that into the ticket gate. Be sure to retrieve your ticket at the other end of the automatic ticket gate, as you will need to insert it again at your destination station. Once you have completed your journey, your ticket will no longer pop up. For any tickets you don't feed through the ticket gate, keep them in your possession and readily available. You may be asked to show your tickets either at the station or while on board the train. Your limited express surcharge ticket shows that you're allowed to be riding on a limited express train versus a local train. And your seat reservation shows that you're allowed to be occupying that specific seat. Navigating train stations. If you've ridden a Shinkansen bullet train before, you're probably aware that there are dedicated Shinkansen gates within major train stations. In order to enter these automatic ticket gates, you insert both your base fare ticket and your Super Express surcharge ticket together. However, for most limited express trains, there is no additional gate separating the limited express trains from the rest of the train station. In fact, it is sometimes possible to board either a limited express train or a local train on the same platform. This can cause confusion if you arrive by local train to the station and want to switch to a limited express train. You will already be inside the train station and able to access the limited express train platform. If you are paying for the local train ride and the limited express train ride separately, it's important to first complete your local train ride and pay for that before boarding your limited express train. For example, before catching the Fuji Excursion, our family rode a local train from Tokyo Station to Shinjuku Station. We used our IC cards to pay for this local train ride. Upon reaching Shinjuku Station, we could have proceeded directly to the platform for the Fuji Excursion train without tapping out. However, we needed to complete our local train ride from Tokyo Station to Shinjuku Station. Therefore, we exited the train station, tapping out with our IC cards. This completed our local train ride. We then turned around and re-entered the exact same ticket gate by inserting our paper base fare tickets for our Fuji Excursion train ride. This initiated the beginning of our journey on the Fuji Excursion. If we had failed to tap out with our IC cards at Shinjuku Station, we may have been charged both for the local train ride and for the base fare for the Fuji Excursion, all on our IC cards. And that would have wasted the paper base fare tickets we had purchased for the Fuji Excursion. Make sure to finish paying for one train ride before beginning another. I hope that helps demystify limited express trains in Japan. I know they can be a bit complicated. If you're curious about Shinkansen bullet trains, please watch the other videos in this playlist where we covered multiple ways to purchase Shinkansen tickets. We share tons here on Kensho Quest to help you travel throughout Japan with ease. Please subscribe for more travel tips and inspiration.